So if it can do for the women's soccer team, the world champions, then it can definitely do it for us too. How to keep New Year's resolutions. Welcome back to my channel. My name is Samuna Casey. I'm actor and producer, and this is my channel dedicated to personal branding. And if you're interested, you can hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell so that you get notification every time I post a video. It's already a week past 2020, and then we are thinking about our New Year's resolutions. And sometimes we lose our track and then don't keep our resolutions, and there's a reason for that. And that's what we're going to talk about today. As always, I have based my videos on some other videos or podcasts or the books that I've read. Recently, I have listened to this interview with Oprah and Arianna Huffington, and then that's where she talks about doing less and achieving more. And doing less during the period when you are most productive. Also, the Sunny podcast, episode 78, where she talks about 10 times your productivity and doing less. Also, there's a book named Do Less by Kate Northup, where she talks about these 4 phases of every person's life, every person's month, where they are more productive. And if we can understand this cycle, we can know like when we are most productive, and that's when we plan our workouts, our routine according to that cycle, according to the phases. We can get most out of our workouts, our routines, our diets, and then other works. So what are those phases? For women, it's easier to track that phase based on our period cycles, like PMS, period, and then 2 more weeks. For men, they can follow the moon cycle, or the spring, summer, fall, and winter. For example, this is winter. Right now, we don't feel like doing anything. We don't feel like going out. We don't feel like working out. We don't feel like meeting people. You won't believe people would cancel meeting even when it's online meeting. They don't, because we don't want to go out in the world right now. It's natural. And we all wish like we were turtles and we could just get into the cover. What is it called? Hey Siri, what is the cover of the turtle is called?
Okay, I found this on the web for what is the cover of the turtle is called. Check it out.
It's simply called a turtle shell. So all we wish we could just become a turtle and get into that shell and do nothing during the winter. And that's exactly how women feel during the PMS, and then men may feel that in the 3rd quarter of the moon. And that's when a lot of emotions build up. That's when a lot of things come up to you. Maybe you need to decide few things. Kate Northup says is like, do not bother to take any decision during this period, during the 3rd quarter of the moon and during PMS. That's when all your emotions are mixed up and you don't want to take any decisions. Wait until the new moon, and women wait until their periods. That's when a lot of things get cleared and then decisions come. And I am so religiously following this routine right now. Like if I can wait for the decision, I would wait until I get my period, and that's when things get cleared and I take decisions. And you can decide, you can plan, yet don't start anything yet. So, and this is when I plan my monthly content, like what I want to do in my whole month. And after that, the 1st quarter of the moon. And if we go by the season, that's when the spring comes. In the spring, like all the farmers, they plant their seeds during the spring. We can plant the seeds of our planning for the whole year. That's when you want to start go out, meet people, networking. Right now I'm not doing any networking, and all my marketing plans and networkings are lined up for March and April. So that's how it's easier to decide like what to do right now. What I'm doing right now is I'm taking inventory of all my writings, my videos, my podcasts, and I'm trying to make as much as possible during the winter, so that when I go out in the spring and plan my marketing, I'll have enough material to do marketing with. That's the reason, because like most of the schools start in the spring and farmers start planting their seeds in the spring. So if you can wait until the spring to get started with any of your plans. And then comes summer, the favorite time in the year, when you are most active, when you feel your best, when you look your best, unless you are like my man Ashok, who hates summer. I love it. And also, if you go by the monthly cycle, it's the full moon, and it's the 3rd week from your period. That's when you feel your best, you look your best. That's when I record all my videos. That's when I feel the most energetic. And that's the time when the farmers start to take care of their fields. That's when the crops start growing, and that's when everything is green and energetic and beautiful. So no doubt a lot of people are happy during summer, and no doubt a lot of women are happy in third cycle of their menstrual cycle, and then I hope men are happiest and most energetic during the full moon period. If you understand your cycles like this, you will feel less guilt for not being able to do what you have planned for. Suppose we plan to do some high energy exercises, and then when we are not able to follow up, we tend to fall through the whole plan. Plan your high energy exercises during your high energy period, and if you plan less energy exercises during your low energy period, you can get the most out of it, because this is the routine, this is the style of workout that the women's football team, women's soccer team has practiced, and they won the game. And there is this app they say they followed, and I'll link it in the description, that helped them to do the practice according to their cycle, and then they could bring out the best in them, they could do the best with their energy. And then comes the fall, when everything is falling, your emotions and leaves and temperature is going down, and that's when you start feeling low energy, and we get back to PMS, we get back to the third quarter of the moon. That's when we want to tie all the loose ends, all the plants that we have planted in the spring that got better during the summer, and then we want to get back into the turtle shell again, because now we know, like, this is how our cycles work. We cannot always be energetic, we cannot always be in a good mood, and now as we know that we like getting back to the dark days of the winter, we can prepare for that during the fall, and then tie all the loose ends, finish up all the project. And then if we have some plans, and if they can wait until next year, we want to wait until next year, but just wait until the next cycle. So here is this picture that you can refer to. This is a picture of a moon on its different phases. It has 8 phases, and we talked about 4 today. And if you also want to follow all the 8 phases, you can do that too. If we know what we are going into, if we know what's coming up, I mean, there's no certain way to know like what's coming up, and that would be great to know, but we at least know like this is the repetitive process. This is what we are getting into, and that's how we can feel less guilty. And even if we fall off our plans for New Year's, or the resolution that we had for ourselves, if we are not able to follow through in this cycle, we'll be able to follow through in the next cycle. And knowing this will keep us motivated, and then we'll keep going towards our goals. So I hope this video was helpful, and then if you go to the links that I have said, they have more details about the cycle and how you can stay more productive. You can let me know in the comment section below, like, what do you want to do in the most productive cycle of your month and your year, and then we'll see in the next video. And keep working on a New Year's resolution. Come on, see you next time.